Let's get right into it. Number 10. Sleeping on your left side. You've been sleeping wrong your whole life, and the fix costs exactly $0. Your body isn't symmetrical inside. Your stomach, spleen, and pancreas are on the left. Your liver is on the right. When you sleep on your right side, your organs are stacked on top of each other. When you sleep on your left, everything has room to breathe. Your stomach connects to your esophagus at an angle. Sleep on your left, and that angle works with gravity. Acid stays down. Sleep on your right, and gravity becomes a traitor, letting acid creep up your throat all night. Then there's your lymphatic system, your body's sewage network. The main drain, the thoracic duct, empties on your left side. Sleep on your left, and gravity helps. Sleep on your right, and you're pouring water uphill. Pregnant women are told this by doctors. Sleeping on the left improves blood flow to the baby by taking pressure off a major vein on the right side of your spine. But this advice never made it to the rest of us. If your shoulder hurts, hug a pillow. Put one between your knees. It takes a few nights to get used to. No pill, no appointment, no copay, just flip over. Number 9. Eating slowly. Your stomach takes 20 minutes to send the I'm full signal to your brain. The average American finishes a meal in 8. You're eating for 12 extra minutes after your body already tried to stop you. People who eat slowly consume about 10% fewer calories per meal without trying. No counting, no app, just chewing more and putting the fork down between bites. One study had people eat the same bowl of ice cream at 2 speeds. The slow eaters felt fuller and stayed full longer. Same food, same amount, just slower. When you eat fast, glucose floods your bloodstream. Your pancreas panics and dumps a huge wave of insulin to deal with it. That spike is followed by a crash, which makes you tired after lunch and hungry again 2 hours later. Eat the same meal slowly, and glucose enters your blood gradually. Smaller insulin response, no crash. A Japanese study of over 59,000 people found fast eaters were significantly more likely to be overweight, not because of what they ate, but how fast they ate it. There is no pill that replicates this. The system only works if you give it time, and time is free. Number 8. Sardines instead of fish oil. Sardines. The fish everyone pretends they've never eaten. These tiny, cheap fish might be doing more for your heart than your cardiologist's prescription pad. Sardines are loaded with omega-3s, which fight inflammation. Chronic inflammation quietly damages your arteries, joints, and brain. It's a slow leak in your tire you don't notice until you're stranded. Eating fatty fish like sardines regularly lowers triglycerides, the fat in your blood. Doctors prescribe a drug called Lavazza for this. It costs around $300 a month. A can of sardines is about $1.50. Sardines also beat capsules. You're getting omega-3s as real food, with protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Those capsules on a warehouse shelf can go rancid. You're swallowing spoiled fish grease in a gel cap. People in Mediterranean countries have eaten them for centuries, and those same populations have some of the lowest rates of heart disease. Probably a coincidence, probably. Number 7. Strength training twice a week. Your bones are quietly getting weaker right now, losing density every year. When you lift weights, your muscles pull on your bones. Your bones respond by getting denser. Your body burns more calories at rest, your balance improves, and your insulin sensitivity gets better. One thing fixes 6 others. Studies show 2 sessions of resistance training a week is associated with a 20% lower risk of dying early. That's not a small number for 2 hours a week. This isn't screaming at a barbell at 5 a.m. It's push-ups in your living room. It's carrying groceries without stopping. It's a resistance band you bought for $12. The weight doesn't have to be heavy. Research shows lighter weights done to fatigue work nearly as well. Your muscles don't care how impressive you look, just that you made them work. After 30, you lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade. By 70, getting up from a chair is difficult. Strength training slows that down. It also reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety. Number 6. Box breathing. Navy SEALs use this when they're getting shot at. That's not a metaphor. It's called box breathing, and it costs nothing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Your nervous system has 2 modes, fight or flight, and rest and digest. Most people are stuck in fight or flight all day from traffic, emails, and deadlines. Your body doesn't know the difference between a deadline and a lion. It just keeps pumping out cortisol. Chronically high cortisol destroys sleep, raises blood pressure, wrecks your immune system, and makes you gain weight around your stomach. Box breathing manually hits the brakes. When you slow your exhale, you activate the vagus nerve, which sends a direct signal to your heart to slow down. Blood pressure and cortisol drop. Panic mode shuts off. The U.S. military found operators who used box breathing before high-stress situations made better decisions and had lower heart rates. Use it before something stressful, or do it for 5 minutes every morning to train your baseline. Over time, You become harder to rattle. The SEALs don't use this because they're into wellness. They use it because it works fast, reliably, and requires nothing, which is why nobody is selling it to you. Number 5. Cold water face immersion. Your heart is racing, your chest is tight. You can stop a panic attack in 30 seconds with a bowl of cold water. Your body has an ancient reflex called the diving reflex. Every mammal has it. When cold water hits your face, specifically around your nose and eyes, your brain thinks you just jumped into freezing water. It immediately slows everything down. Your heart rate drops. Blood redirects to your vital organs. Your nervous system shifts from panic to calm. This isn't fringe. It's used in dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT. Therapists use it because it works. Fill a bowl with cold water, add ice if you have it, take a deep breath and dunk your face for 30 seconds. The cold needs to hit the area around your eyes and nose to trigger the reflex. Splashing your face doesn't cut it. People say it works faster than any anti-anxiety medication. Not as a long-term solution, but as an emergency break. It costs nothing, has no side effects, and works in under a minute. Number 4. Cooking at home more often. People who cook at home eat fewer calories, a lot fewer. Johns Hopkins research found people who cook most days consume hundreds fewer calories per day than people who eat out. No gym, no supplements, no program to buy. Restaurants aren't trying to keep you healthy. They're trying to keep you coming back with butter, salt, sugar, and oil. A single restaurant pasta dish can have over 2,000 calories, an entire day's worth of food. When you cook, you control the ingredients. You're not going to dump half a stick of butter into your own pasta because you can see it. In a restaurant, you never see it. That's the trick. Fast food is designed to be eaten in under 10 minutes. So you finish before your body can say stop. You've been tricked by a burger. Home cooking also cuts out ultra-processed ingredients your body doesn't know what to do with. The pushback is always time, but the average home-cooked meal takes 30 to 45 minutes. The average delivery wait is 35 to 50. You're not saving time. Number 3. Black out your bedroom. Your bedroom probably isn't actually dark at night. A street light bleeding through the curtains, a charging light on your phone, a glow from the TV. You've gotten used to it, but your brain notices every single photon. Your brain's pineal gland is supposed to pump out melatonin at night. Melatonin is the chemical that tells your body it's time to repair and reset. Light shuts that down. Not just bright light, any light. A landmark Northwestern study found sleeping in even moderate room light raised nighttime heart rate and worsened next-day insulin resistance. Your eyelids are not blackout curtains. Light passes through them and tells your brain it's still daytime, so your body delays the repair process. You sleep 8 hours but feel like you only slept 5, and you've been blaming your mattress. The fix is $20. Blackout curtains, a piece of electrical tape over charging lights. The goal is zero light, not dim, zero. When was the last time you slept in a room that was actually completely dark? The answer might explain a lot about your energy. Number 2. Journaling. Scrawling your thoughts onto paper like a Victorian madman is one of the most studied mental health tools we have, and it costs as much as a cheap pen. Your brain has 2 systems. The emotional side, a panicking toddler, and the logical side, the adult. When you're stressed, the toddler takes over. Writing about it forces your brain to translate raw emotion into words. That translation activates the logical side. The toddler sits down, and the adult gets back in charge. Psychologist James Pennebaker's studies had people write about their deepest stresses for 15 minutes a day. The results were embarrassing for the pharmaceutical industry. People had fewer doctor visits and improved immune function, all from writing like a sad teenager. Expressive writing, dumping dark thoughts, is for processing stress. Gratitude journaling is for mood and sleep. Another study found writing a to-do list before bed helped people fall asleep significantly faster. It tells your brain it can close the open tabs. 15 minutes. A cheap notebook. Write whatever is bothering you. Don't edit it. Don't make it pretty. Just get it out of your head. And unlike actual therapy, the notebook will never bring this up at a dinner party. Number 1. Owning a pet. Your doctor could prescribe a pill for stress, or they could tell you to get a dog. One of those options makes them money. Pet owners tend to have lower resting blood pressure. When you pet a dog or cat, your brain releases oxytocin, the same chemical from a hug. Cortisol levels drop. An American Heart Association study found dog owners had significantly better survival outcomes after a cardiac event. For context, some of the most expensive cardiac drugs improve survival by a fraction of that. Loneliness is genuinely dangerous for your long-term health. A pet fixes loneliness in a way nothing at a pharmacy can. Even cat owners get cardiovascular benefits, though they spend most of their time silently judging you. Your body just responds to the presence and routine of caring for something alive. Dog owners also walk more, because the dog will stare at you until you do. Your dog is a personal trainer who also loves you unconditionally. The research has been around for decades. It's not controversial, just not profitable. You can't patent a golden retriever. You can't charge a copay for a cat sitting on your chest. So it just quietly works, while the waiting rooms stay full. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.